Welcome to Easy English with Nirban. Today we are going to discuss the summary of Maya Angelou's famous poem The Caged Bird, and we will also try to break down the meaning of this poem. So without wasting much time, let's begin. First we need to know a little something about the poetess. Maya Angelou's original name was Margaret Annie Johnson, and she was born on April 4th, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri, US. She passed away on May 28, 2014 in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. She was an American poet, memoirist, and actress whose several volumes of autobiography explored the themes of economic, racial, and sexual oppression. Maya Angelou's first autobiographical work, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, gained critical acclaim and a National Book Award nomination. Her best-known poem is perhaps On the Pulse of Morning, which she composed and delivered for the inauguration of US President Bill Clinton in 1993. People often confuse her poem The Caged Bird with Maya Angelou's autobiographical work I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. These two are different. The poem The Caged Bird is separated into 6 stanzas describing the state of two birds, one which is free and does whatever it likes, and the other is caged with clipped wings, who sings of freedom sitting in confinement. The free bird symbolizes the white Americans, and the caged bird stands for the tortured black African American people. The African American people were brought into the continent as slaves from Africa by the European colonizers. They were treated as animals. When the United States got its freedom, the situation for them didn't change. Later, Abraham Lincoln abolished slavery in America, but the Afro-American people were denied most of the rights. They continued to live in poverty, illiteracy, and in miserable condition. This poem is an allegory of the racist American society. So let's begin reading the poem. Stanza 1. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. The opening lines demonstrate a bird leaping on the back of the wind, representing the freedom. It moves about and glides freely through the air because it has freedom. It has independence. It floats over a river of wind and glides downwards to where the flow of the stream ends, and the wind is calm. It dips its wing in the sea of orange sunlight. The bird is shown in a state of great serenity. It has the freedom to go wherever it wishes. It is totally free and without chains, that the free bird dares to claim the sky. The whole sky and this world is his one big palace. Here, the free bird is white people, the oppressors who enjoy all the advantages of society. In stanza 2, but a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. In the second stanza, the poet Maya Angelou compares the situation by showing the readers an image of a caged bird. The caged bird tries to break free, but he cannot. The gap between the bars of the cage is narrow, and its symbolic bars are made of rage. The caged bird seems to be angry with its condition. It desires with all its heart to escape its confinement, but he cannot see beyond the bars of his cage. His wings are clipped, which means its freedom is taken away. Wings are linked with flying, which means freedom. The expression, his wings are clipped, means that its freedom is taken away by force. It cannot fly even if it wishes to. A bird confined in a cage represents an image completely opposed to its true nature of flight. When the caged bird opens his throat to sing, that seems to be his only joy and achievement in life. Here, the caged bird is the oppressed African Americans who are denied even their basic rights by the oppressive white people. And the third stanza. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown, but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. When the caged bird sings, its voice shows hesitation, Deep inside, he is afraid of the torture unleashed upon him by the white oppressors, those who have caged it in the first place. Though it does not know much about the world outside, it never stops singing because it wants to be free and go flying beyond the bars of its cages. The news of its confinement spreads all around the world through its singing, and his tune is heard on the distant hill. Here, the singing of the caged bird represents the literature and music of the African American community through which they tried to shake off their chains. Stanza 4. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade wind soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn-bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. In the fourth stanza, the free bird, on the other hand, celebrates its freedom. It enjoys flying through fine breeze that blows through the trees. Sighing trees perhaps means that the nature is sighing to see the cruelty of humans who discriminate each other on the basis of their color of skin. The free bird eats the fat worm. It means it enjoys every good thing in the world. He names the sky his own, means that white people rule the world. They discriminate and make slave of the other races. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. This is stanza 5. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. On stanza 5, a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams because he is aware of the fact that his thoughts of flying in the vast sky and to live freely is nothing but a hopeless dream. Hopes and dreams of African American community in the United States of America got shattered after years of torture, discrimination, and their treatment like that of livestock. On stanza 6, the poet says, the caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. Here, the third stanza is repeated again as the final stanza to lay emphasis on the fact that the caged bird's wish to be free is more powerful than the free bird's oppression. Moreover, the caged bird prefers to sing as this is the only liberty accessible to him, that he can enjoy without any limit. His wings are clipped, feet are tied, but his voice is not choked yet. The poet Maya Angelou tries to inspire her native community as well as the oppressed people in the world that no matter how bad the circumstances are, one should never stop dreaming and hoping about freedom, because it is the only thing that God or the nature has gifted us. So this was the short summary and explanation of Maya Angelou's famous poem The Caged Bird. Hope you find this video helpful. If you find this video helpful, please like, comment and subscribe. If you have any issues, if you have any problem, please pause the video and listen to it again carefully, closely, because I have tried to make it very simple to you. If you have any question, please put that in the comment box here. I will try to give the answer. And for videos regarding English literature and language, please subscribe to my channel, and please keep watching Easy English with Nirban.